with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep it.
It's the NFL on EA in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Tennessee Titans. Justin Tucker. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
On the set. Go.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he's got some space here. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
70, Indy.
On second down, it's Lewis. Lewis has the first down and then some. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
Give them 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
A first down carry for Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee.
Makes the score Titans 7, Ravens nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
The tackle made by Kevin Byard. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 33-yard line.
Watch the twins.
They run. It's Mark Ingram.
So many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him 6 yards in the first down. Jackson flushed out right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now Jackson throwing again. Flush to his right. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Jackson eluding the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot.
This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time. And it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. He can run. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 13-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. And that's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Nifty move. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. On 2nd down, here's Henry. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 3rd down, Henry. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 30, 10, touchdown Titans. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Titans have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. This will be taken short. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Kevin Byard up to make the tackle. On 2nd down, Ingram. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Jackson on 1st down. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. There he goes left side. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Suck up for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Next to score, Titans 21, Ravens 7.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now Jackson on 1st down. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 33 yards that time. Here's Jackson to throw. Towards the end zone for Brown. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hollywood Marquise Brown. He scored on the ground and through the air as his guys are back within a single score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
3rd and 2, Tannehill. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They're going to go. It's Tannehill. And he comes back with one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Ready?
A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On second down now, it's Henry. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. Uncorks one for Davis. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jackson flush to his right. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Ingram. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. He uncorks it for Snead. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. A bit of a surprise. They're going for it with 2 ticks remaining. No sign of the field goal unit. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken short. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The seasoned vet out of Penn State, Cameron Wake, in to drop him. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On 3rd down, Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. They'll run on first down. It's Ingram. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on second down. Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. Jackson down. On third down. Flushed out right. And that's knocked away and incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards. Jackson. Roberts got it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
A second down run with Lewis. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. Tannehill steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a fourth down situation. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Back now in Baltimore as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the fourth. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said is they went back out.
And got his man complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, an even 90 yards as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. They'll try to run for the first with him. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now.
Come on, set. 70, Indy. Hey, team 6, team 6.
Now Lewis here on first down. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So naturally they will decline it. They got the first down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the first down through hard work and effort anyway? First down.
Let's go. 50, plant. X3, 218, chop. Check 24, check 24.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Ready. 80 weapons. Go. On that, baby, on that. Check. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Josh Bynes coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd down, it's Lewis. All tied up. Less than 2 minutes to go. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out.
Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery, but on 4th down, a change of possession anyway. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man. It's Brown. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain. to throw. He gets it to Thomas. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Escaping the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Jackson to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
Ready? 30 base. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Ready?
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up. Again, it's Henry. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Check.
Mariota to throw for it on 4th. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tomoda Peko racks up the sack. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, Neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. To throw on 2nd and 6, Tannehill. Wide open receiver complete. The 30, 10, and he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal.